Hello everyone, Volfey here. World PvP was and still is the way to PvP in Classic Vanilla. In TBC, next to already established battlegrounds, PvP players got some arenas, which is a way to PvP in a controlled areas and ranked system to see who will dominate. World PvP, however, did not die out with Classic Vanilla, although it might not be as popular as before. Outland brought new zones, but only 4 of which have capturable fortification or spires or classic towers like in Easter Plaguelands. So today we're gonna go over each, explain how to play them, go through rewards and share some tips perhaps, but with a focus on Halaa. Halaa is the most played and quite frankly the most fun world PvP objective in Outland. Compared to other zones it is much different tactic wise but offers some nice rewards as well. First of all, objective is to capture the Halaa by standing near the flag in the middle of the plateau on which Halaa is found. Faction which currently controls the Halaa has access to unique vendors and more importantly has 15 guards guarding the Halaa from opposing faction. Second of all, tactics require you to get rid of 15 guards before attempting to conquest Halaa. Now that wouldn't be too much of an issue, but guards have over 1 million HP each, so traditional combat is not quite the optimal way of getting rid of all 15. So in order to kill the guards, you need the Wyvern's help. Close to 4 bridges on the outskirts of town, there are Wyvern points, which will take you on a round trip above Halaa with 10 bombs, which you drop on Halaani guards. Just FYI, it takes time to clear all guards because of high HP. Likely bombs are leaving a dot on the target, which takes away HP by percentage of entire HP. One dot will take away about 5% of total guards HP, so you gotta team up with few others and attack Halaa together. After killing off all 15, get inside and defeat opposite faction players, push them out, contest, and your faction guards and NPCs will spawn. On top of that, your faction gains 5% damage increase buff as well, also zone-wide. Now for the defending side, there is a way to fight off the bombers. All you have to do is get outside of the city and protection of your guards to destroy Wyvern's nest points, by detonating bombs nearby them. It is important to notice that there are 2 currencies when buying off of a special vendor inside the main building. First one, the battle token, is awarded to player for each honorable kill in the vicinity of Halaa, and the other one, research token, is a quest reward you get by turning in 20 Oshugan crystal powder samples at newly spawned NPC. There are quests for each faction taken from faction cities in Agrand, which will reward you with gold and honor points, and all you have to do is get 10 honorable kills while doing Halaa PvP. Before we move on to what you can buy from vendor, let's hear some tips. Bombs do harm enemy players, which means it can get rogues out of stealth as well. It's a good practice to restock your bombs from 0, because in some circumstances you will start flying with only 3 or 4 bombs. But Wyvern fly pathing is long just enough so you can squeeze out 10 bombs in 2 flyovers, so either throw all of them or destroy the rest when you touch down. Items you can buy for Halaa tokens are various, starting from level 66 PvP belts and pants with a decent amount of resilience and which almost rival blue PvP faction gear. You can get 18 slot bag, plus an resilience epic gem and 1 more pan for resilience and stamina. Pretty decent recipe is elixir of iron skin, which gives you 30 resilience points for an hour. In some cases it's quite strong elixir for feral tanks as it helps reaching the cap easier. Apart from Quartermaster, there is yet another vendor which sells you something you could use if you already have stronger gear, gems and bags. Near the northern bridge you can buy some weak weapons, decent gems and epic mounts. Mounts are quite awesome looking, but they're also quite expensive. Mighty Koza is definitely worth it. Now let's explain other zones which support world PvP. First one, right through the dark portal, is Hellfire Peninsula, and PvP objectives are on western side of Hellfire Citadel. There are 3, Stadium, the Overlook and the Broken Hill. To capture them you need to stand inside of them while there are no enemy players around you. Upon capturing all 3, your faction will get zone-wide 5% damage down buff, which is active in instances as well. If you finish the daily PvP quest, you will get 3 marks, which are currency for some items or gear at your faction's PvP Quartermaster. Tip for Overlook: if you're losing it, you may pull in the Fell Reaver as he's patrolling nearby. Stadium is best for farming as it has a lot of line of sight, and Broken Hill is similar to Overlook, but more open. Easy for alliance to defend as it's closer to their respawn. Zerg Marsh, as the next zone while leveling, has a Twin Spire Blessing if your faction is controlling both spires and a graveyard. But the catch is that you need an item from Zebrajin or Telrador Field Officer, a flag, and you need to take it to the graveyard. Just like in Hellfire, if your faction is controlling all 3 objectives, you get a zone-wide buff, which carries into instances as well. Zerg Marsh doesn't have daily PvP quests, but rather rewards a player with 1 mark for every honorable kill close to spires or graveyard. Currency marks are the same and stackable with Hellfire ones, but vendors in Zerg Marsh offer more valuable wares, such as trinkets, idols, wands, and so on. I'd always suggest trying to keep these objectives contested, as you're really helpful when it comes to PvE as well. In case of SSE progression, it allows shorter ghost run and faster wipe recovery, as it gives an additional graveyard in the middle of the zone, and 5% more damage can go a long way as well. Terracore Forest resembles to Eastern Plaguelands a lot. Achieve control over 5 towers in order to get 5% damage buff, 5% experience increase, and ability to loot spirit shards from bosses in Ocean Dawn instances. Spirit shards are the currency for this zone, and you can exchange them for valuable items, such as meta gems, decent starting meta gems especially for Shadow Priest for example, potions, epic rings, and headpieces, all containing resilience. Good side to Terracore Towers is that after achieving the blessing of Ocean Dawn, it stays up for 6 hours, allowing farming the spirit shards. In times when PvP is dying out, I'm trying to do my fair share of helping the community. Even myself, who doesn't like to PvP that much, I'd like to participate in a huge scale Halaa fight and bomb players from above. Maybe one day soon. Thank you all for checking out the video. Stay safe and have fun playing the game. I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye bye.